If I can have your attention here in the press conference room and upstairs in the deadline room, we will now start our Coors Light Polo Award qualifying media availability for the 29th annual Toyota Save Mart 350. And we're joined by our second place qualifier, Jamie McMurray, driver of the #1 Cessna Chevrolet for Chip Ganassi Racing. Big day for the race team, big day for you. Guys came with speed. Please walk us through your final round of qualifying.
Yeah, it was both laps were pretty good. On my sticker run, I missed turn 7, so I knew that I had given up a couple of tenths probably in that corner. But on my last run, I did everything I thought really well. The car felt good, and I honestly felt like after the 18 wasn't able to beat us, that we probably would have a, we're going to be on the pole. The 42 just put together a really good lap, and was able to have enough of a cushion. He messed up turn 11, but he had enough of a cushion there that he was able to overcome it. So it was a good day, though, for our organization. Our cars have been so good this year, and both teams have run so well, and it has just continued this weekend.
Okay, we'll open the floor for questions here. I'm sure Bob has a question. Yeah, let's start with Bob, and we'll work our way around.
You got a lot going on there, Bob.
Yeah, I do.
You do.
Trying to look up some stuff. Do you enjoy getting upstaged by your teammate even when you run second, or is it like, man, just let me have a little bit of glory at some point?
Well, it's honestly, when I looked at last night, I thought that they would be a little better than us in qualifying. I felt like our race trim speed was a little bit better than theirs was, and I've been on the pole here 3 times and haven't been able to win the race. So I'm not as worried with qualifying as I am, as excited as I am for how good our car was in race trim. We did 2 or 3 long runs, and the car had good initial speed, and I didn't think it fell off as much as some of the other cars did. 78 looked really fast, but I thought overall our car was one of the best in race trim. So the fact that we have a good starting spot at the beginning is going to be big. The stages are going to be interesting to see how that affects the race, or if it does. But yeah, got a good car and just ready for tomorrow.
And do you feel like you're having a good year? Like, your points are good and everything. Do you feel like you're having a really solid year, or when you look at what Kyle's doing, you're like, I should be doing better?
No, honestly, I feel like we have had, with the exception of Martinsville cutting a tire down and the issue at Pocono with the brakes, we've been really solid. Obviously, Kyle's having the best season in NASCAR. The 78 team is close or maybe on ground with him, but. He's just having an amazing year, but our group has done a great job, and I've been super pleased with our performance. At really every single weekend. I think it's a little different when you're inside or on a team versus just looking at results. In that sometimes we've maybe had a better car than they have and just haven't been able to capitalize on it towards the end of the race. But overall, it's been a great year.
Louis Frank of Reuters. You put pressure on yourself every week, but with the number of different winners this year, do you feel extra pressure to get that victory?
Yeah, for sure. It's when Ryan won at Phoenix, and then Austin on fuel mileage at Charlotte, and then knowing that you have Daytona and a road course coming up where there can be a unique winner or somebody that hasn't contended to win every single week. Yeah, points-wise, I'm probably having the best year of my career, and just about any other year, you would feel basically locked in at this point, and you could still be, but yeah, being able to win would certainly, you'd have a different. I think that for somebody that's able to win in the first 5 or 6 races, that's a totally different mindset for the rest of the year because they're able to take chances in races that other people don't or they can't. So yeah, being able to win would be a different mindset for the rest of the year.
Jamie, there's a question about the tire drop-off compared to last year or this year. How is that tire drop-off?
You mean people are saying it's different than it was?
I'm asking, is it different?
Oh no, this has been this is the Darlington of road courses. More tire fall off here than really. Lap time wise, probably about the same as Darlington. There's 2.5 seconds maybe over the course of a run in tire fall off, and it's super hard to explain to you guys or to fans. Turn 7 and turn 11, when you get 20 laps on your tires, you give the car 15 or 20% throttle and it spins the tires. Like you literally can't give it any gas. It will not go. The car doesn't stop very well. It doesn't turn, but it certainly doesn't accelerate very well. And that's why tires make such a difference here. There's maybe, I bet there's 3/4 of a second off turn 7 that you give up from qualifying trim to the end of a race run, just in that one little short section. It's a huge difference.
You're right.
CJ Peterson, SF Bay. Jamie, you mentioned that you've been able to get the pole here 3 times. What about this race in particular feels different, if anything, in your chances of being able to get your first win at this track?
Well, it's been I've qualified really well here. I certainly don't have the finishes for the way that we've run throughout the races. This has been I think I ran out of gas running first or second here on the last lap. One year, I've had a lot of flat tires here, and they kill your race. You're able to recover, but not to where you need to be. But it's been, overall performance-wise, it's been a really good track for me. And if we can have a trouble-free race tomorrow, we'll have a chance to win when it's over. I thought, like I say, I thought our race pace speed with the amount of tire fall off, I thought we were as good as anybody. So, this is road courses. You only have to have about a 5th place car to win. Circumstances and track position and issues, you don't have to have the best car to win here.
Additional questions for Jamie McMurray? Well, Jamie, congratulations on the starting position. Good luck. Okay, we will continue on with our post-Coors Light Pole Award qualifying media availability for the 29th annual Toyota Save Mart 350 in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. And we're joined by our pole winner, Kyle Larson, driver, the number 42 Target Chevrolet for Chip Ganassi Racing, leading a front row sweep for Chip Ganassi Racing. And boy, you just laid down a blistering lap. Would you please walk us through the lap that won you the Coors Light Pole Award?
Yeah, thanks. Honestly, I didn't think the lap of that round was very good. I had messed up at the top of the hill into 2, and then I felt like I ran some decent corners. Felt like maybe I didn't carry enough speed through the S's, and then I wheel hopped into 11, but was able to get turned and pointed down the straightaway. Not bad. So was surprised to see the lap time that I ran pop up on my dash, but we'll take it. That was cool to get the pole here in my home state.
Okay, we'll go ahead and open the floor for questions. If you have a question for Kyle, we'll get a wireless mic to you. We'll start in the back.
Hi, Bill Cessna with the Napa Valley Register. Yesterday, you said that driving a stock car on this track felt a lot like driving a sprint car. So when you made up all those mistakes in different places, mentally, how do you make that change? Is it just you don't think about it and you just react and keep on going, or do you? How do you keep your momentum after you make a mistake like that?
Yeah, I mean, you just try and react to it and not make mistakes the rest of the lap. It's not good when you make a mistake in the first corner, but there's still a lot of other corners to hit your marks right and make some time back. So after I made that mistake in 1, I just tried to tell myself, not to make it any worse than what it might be, and just to try and hit my marks. So felt like I did a decent job of that. Just messed up the first and last corner, but yeah, this place is fun. It's a very aggressive track. Takes a lot of finesse and rhythm, but at the same time, you got to attack it. So it's a fun place for sure.
Good next to Lewis.
Yeah. Louis Franco Reuters. Kyle, there's a long season left, and you're keeping yourself very busy, like tonight up in Calistoga. But do you ever have a chance to think and say, like, what a year I've been having? Is there any time to sit back and enjoy that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think about it every day on how much fun it is and how cool it is to be running good. So, I just hope we can continue the success and keep it going and it's already a record year for me, but build on what we have and make it even better.
Bob Parker's ESPN. What's more satisfying, pole last week at Michigan or pole here at Sonoma?
Anytime I get a pole, it's cool because I haven't had many of them in my career, but definitely here at Sonoma's, this is one of my probably most special poles because it is home for me and it's a road course too, which is I didn't run a road course race until 2013. That was my first time ever on a road course in a real car. So Yeah, it's I feel like I've come a long way at it and worked hard at it too. You know, I struggled in the beginning parts of it and have gotten better. So this one's definitely satisfying.
CJ?
CJ Peterson, SF Bay. First of all, congratulations on your second pole in a row for this past 2 weeks. What can you describe like the momentum carrying you into this week? I mean, you captured the pole last week in Michigan and you ended up winning that race. So, how much does momentum play into you know, having success in this season so far?
Yeah, I think momentum's big in everything, and you know, momentum helps confidence, and confidence is also super important. So, got both of those going for us right now, and it's paying off. You know, every time I hit the racetrack, it seems like practices, qualifying, you know, NASCAR races, sprint car races, whatever, seems to be like we're up front a lot. So, just gotta keep the streak going and consistency going, and hopefully that momentum and confidence will carry on throughout the rest of the year.
In the back.
Hi, Kyle. Todd Telford from Marin Independent Journal. Interesting question. How would you feel about finishing second tomorrow if it was to Dale Jr.?
Yeah, Junior Nation eagerly awaits this answer.
I think you could ask, the 38 other drivers, and they'd probably have the same answer as me. I mean, I don't want to finish second anybody. So Dale's going to have a very good shot to win next week, so he can wait till next week.
Hi, Kyle. Peter Fournier with the Press Democrat in Santa Rosa. Your teammates said you kind of messed up in 11, but that you recovered pretty well. Do you have anything to say to that?
Yeah, I thought that I didn't get to see any dartfish of my qualifying run from the first round, so I didn't really know where I'd given up a half second to the guys that were faster than me the first round. So I was just going to try and make up a little bit everywhere, and I got on the brakes deeper into 11 and just started wheel hopping a little bit and messed my entry up, but was able to just grab a handful wheel and get pointed straight and get a good drive off. So yeah, I definitely messed up into 11, but I felt like we recovered okay off of 11.
Lewis?
Last week when you won in Michigan, you had a Lightning McQueen paint job, and now it's on Clint's car. So I was wondering, is Owen confused?
I don't think he's seen Clint's car yet, but I know he will be confused for sure when he sees it.
Hi, Donna Beth Weileman, Martinez News Gazette, and Benicia Herald. Some people say that you learn more from your mistakes than you do from your successes. And since this this interesting lap got you the pole, what did you learn from making those mistakes, and what would carry on into the race?
I mean, I guess it's not the first time I've wheel hopped into 11. I probably do that half the race, I feel like, but it's just, I don't know. It's hard, when you make mistakes on a flying lap like that, you know what you did wrong, but it's still hard to not ever make that mistake again. So, I think when you mess up, restarts or like pit road stuff like that, I think that's when you can learn a lot from, you learn from it, but you can actually, not make it again.
We're going to go upstairs to the press box.
Hey, Kyle, Dan Rusanowski, NBC Sports, California. Just a quick question. Same track as last year. You get the weather pretty much the same almost every year, but the rules are a little different. You've got the tire degradation starting out on the scuffs you qualified on, and then you've got the mandated stages. How is all that figuring into how you're planning to be really prepared for tomorrow, and what new experience you think that those factors are going to give you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the cars drive too much different than in the past. Probably lap times are just a little bit slower. And then, I think starting the race, that first run on scuffs will probably be, different. I think maybe you'll be slipping and sliding a little bit more than you typically do to start the race. But I think stage racing or the stages will play an effect in it. I still haven't talked to my engineers about it. We'll have a pre-race meeting tomorrow and kind of go over what their race plan is as far as how many stops we're going to do and stuff like that. So I don't know yet how it'll affect it, but I'm sure it'll be interesting.
Come back downstairs to Peter.
Kyle, a quick question. Have you recall having this good of a practice and qualifying leading up to the race? You were first in the final practice and then one of the best 10-lap averages in the pole today.
No, I mean, No, I don't think this is probably the best weekend for sure we've had at Sonoma in my 4 years that I've been coming here. So that's a good thing. I've always raced good. I just haven't finished great here. So if we can catch some luck tomorrow, I think we'll definitely have a shot at a win.
Any additional questions? CJ?
Don't mean to harp on the mistake in 11 again, but was that probably the most bizarre type of a lap that's achieved the pole position that you've taken throughout your career?
Maybe not my career, or maybe my NASCAR career, I guess, because the cars are a little easier to drive. But sprint cars, they're a handful to drive, and I've gotten fast times and stuff in that. But yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't. After making the couple mistakes that I did, I didn't expect to go a half a second faster than what I went the first round. I thought I probably would back up my time because I felt like there was other areas that I made up some speed. My first round, I thought I ran a clean lap. I can't really think of any places that I made mistakes, but maybe I just didn't run hard enough and make up the little bits of time in each corner. Where the second round, I tried to just attack it a little bit more, and that's why I made a couple mistakes. But I guess maybe me attacking it kind of made up the difference from the first round.
Well, Kyle, congratulations on your third Coors Light Pull Award of the season, and have some fun at the races tonight.
Yep, thank you.
Take care.